1 minute. Welcome to Lynn Cullen Live at pghcitypaper.com. Email your questions and comments to lynn at pghcitypaper.com.
Hey, welcome. Welcome to the show. It be Monday. Ha! You can always tell when it's Monday, actually. Just sort of do a general, get acquainted with your own body and head and stuff, and it always screams back at you, it's Monday. It's Monday. It's the 14th of January in the year of your Lord, 2013. And, well, I'll tell you what. I spent an inordinate amount of time, given the fact that it was such a beautiful weekend, watching television. And that's because there were some really good football games on, including the one in which my team went down. But and then there was the Golden Globes last night. So just to start out easy on a Monday, rather than slog into the kind of fodder we usually engage in on this program, I'm going to assume that some of you were watching the Golden Globes. Yes? And it was a pretty good show, kind of, sort of. Most speeches are not good. English actors do the best acceptance speeches, without a doubt, and always do. They manage to be both articulate, clever, literate, concise, not particularly self-involved, and to the point. And I'm speaking mostly of Daniel Day-Lewis, who had just a smart and delightful acceptance speech. I have a question that maybe somebody can answer. Why can't Lena Dunham walk?
She can't walk in heels.
She can't walk in heels, Jess said. That's what it looked like. Well, then why the hell is she wearing them?
I didn't think she'd win.
Well, I have never seen, I've never seen anybody so incapable of walking on heels. The poor woman, I mean, she really, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Let's just put it this way. Graceful is not an adjective that would apply. God. I have to admit, I've never seen her show. That's one of the shows I've got to see because everybody's talking about it. So, indeed, I'll have to check that one out. Technically, I got to tell you, as somebody who's worked in television, whoever was responsible for the technical aspects of that show will never, ever work in Hollywood again. I'll tell you that right now. It was like watching, what's the station where anybody can have a show? It was like watching public access. Thank you very much, Jess. Jeez. I mean, unbelievable. There were audio problems. There were video problems. There were teleprompter problems, you could tell. There were all kinds of glitches that you normally do not see at that level, at a network level. Unbelievable. I was rather astonished. But the thing I want to get to is Jodie Foster. Now, Jodie Foster was given sort of like a lifetime achievement award, the DeMille Award. Jodie Foster, who's been acting since she was like in utero, and now mostly directs. I don't think she's acted in a while, but I'm not sure. She was sitting at the table with her dear friend Mel Gibson. And as far as I know, she's his only friend. I don't know. And her two boys, her sons. Now, she gave a speech that was, I thought, the most bizarre speech I've ever heard in a award show like that. Since she gave it, and they showed people in the audience who were so moved by her speech. There were all these beautiful actresses who were dabbing at their eyes, desperate that they not screw up their mascara, and they're probably like really pissed off that she was making them cry. While they were dabbing at their eyes because she was making them cry, I was getting annoyed. I was so not close to tears. So this is a speech that obviously garnered all different kinds of reaction. And for that reason, I was wondering what your reaction might have been. I mean, I thought her speech was alternatively riveting because you weren't sure where she was going. She kept walking you into corners and then turning you around and heading off in some other direction. And I decided, I mean, it was clearly a provocative speech. I decided that if I were to pick an adjective finally for the whole thing, it would be self-indulgent and out of place. I guess that means inappropriate.
You have a call.
I have a call?
Lost internet.
We lost the internet and I have a call? All right, let the caller in. Jesus. Son of a... Hey, hi.
Hi, this is Clarence from Canonsburg.
Clarence
Am I
from
the first one to call to say that you're offline?
Yeah, that's what you're calling about.
Yeah, just I didn't know whether you knew it or not.
No, Jess just said to me, you have a call, and we lost the internet. So, Clarence, if we lost the internet, it means I'm not on.
Yeah,
right?
You're not on. Yeah.
For audio.
You said something about Jodie Foster, and when I'm like, oh, geez, man.
Oh, no, wait. I'm on for audio only. So if
Okay.
So you mean you just can't see my beautiful face? Okay.
I can't.
all
Well,
right.
I didn't. I listened to. Yeah, that's exactly right. But I'd never go for the live audio stream. But I'm gonna have to do that now, I guess.
Yes, you will have to do that now. But I was talking about, yes, Joe, did you watch the Golden Globes?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen the video on YouTube.
Did you sit through the entire speech?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
And what was your reaction?
You know, it was. I don't know. I just thought it was real. That was like my reaction. That it was real. You know.
I came up with a lot of adjectives, but I ended up with self-indulgent.
Yeah, I couldn't, because I don't really pay attention to celebrities,
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the reason why I watched it, because two, on my Facebook page, a gay guy that I know and a lesbian woman that I know, have both posted the video with different reactions. One was basically this is self-indulgent and, and this, that, and